Story 1. The Doll in the Glass Box. In 2024, a collector named Irene from Manila ran a small online business selling vintage toys. One evening, while browsing a local thrift auction, she came across a rare limited edition Labubu dollet's fur slightly faded, its grin wider than usual. The seller claimed it came from a closed-down toy factory and that this one had never been sold in stores. Irene bought it immediately, excited to unbox and list it online. When it arrived, the doll was sealed in a clear glass display box, wrapped in an unusual red cloth. The moment she unwrapped it, her dog began barking and refused to enter the room. Irene shrugged it off as excitement. That night, she set the doll on her office shelf and went to sleep. Around midnight, she heard something fall. Assuming it was her cat, she got up to check the doll was lying face down on the floor, though the display box was still sealed shut. She placed it back and went to bed. But in the morning, she found small scratches along the inside of the glass, as if something had tried to claw its way out. Over the next week, Irene began hearing tiny tapping sounds every night, soft and rhythmic, like fingernails on glass. Sometimes she'd find the doll turned slightly, its head facing the window. One morning, she noticed the doll's grin looked wider. The corners of its painted mouth seemed to have stretched slightly upward. She thought she was imagining it until she compared photos from when it first arrived. The difference was undeniable. Her online business account suddenly began getting strange messages from anonymous buyers. One asked, "Is the Labubu still contained?" Another said, "Don't open it after midnight." The usernames were all random strings of numbers, and when she tried to reply, the messages disappeared. One night, she decided to record her office overnight using her security camera. The next morning, she reviewed the footage. Around 3:14 a.m., the doll's head slowly turned toward the camera. A few seconds later, the lights flickered and the screen went black. When the footage resumed, the doll was back in its box, motionless. Terrified, Irene packed it up and took it to a local church. The priest refused to keep it, saying the doll's aura wasn't clean. Eventually, she sealed it in a wooden crate and left it in her basement. To this day, every few weeks, she finds red fabric shreds outside her basement door, like the ones the doll was originally wrapped in. Story 2. The Birthday Gift. In early 2025, a 7-year-old girl named Mia received a Labubu doll from her aunt for her birthday. It was a pink one with shiny black eyes and an oversized smile. She loved it instantly and named it Booby. That night, she placed it on her nightstand and fell asleep hugging it. Her mother, Lisa, later said that around 2 a.m., she heard her daughter giggling. When she checked the room, Mia was sitting up in bed, whispering softly to the doll. Lisa asked who she was talking to, and Mia replied, "Booby says he doesn't like the dark." Lisa thought it was innocent imagination, but the next night, Mia woke up screaming. She said the doll told her it wanted to play outside. Lisa hid the doll in the closet, but in the morning, it was back on the nightstand. Assuming Mia retrieved it herself, she ignored it. Days later, strange things began happening around the house. The baby monitor picked up faint whispers even when it was off. Their dog refused to enter Mia's room. One night, Lisa caught a glimpse of something small moving across the floor. She swore she saw the doll crawl under the bed. The final straw came one evening when Lisa found her daughter sitting in the dark, crying. When asked why, Mia whispered, "Booby said you're going to take him away. He said he'll take you instead." Lisa threw the doll in the trash bin that night. The next morning, when the garbage truck came, she felt relieved. But that night, as she tucked Mia into bed, she noticed something under the blanket. When she pulled it back, the Labubu doll was there, smiling up at her. Its fur was wet, covered in what looked like black mud. Lisa burned the doll in their backyard fire pit the next day, watching it melt into a strange tar-like substance that hissed as it burned. They moved out of the house 2 months later. Mia still sometimes wakes up in the night and asks if her friend can visit again. Story 3. The viral video. A college student named Ethan from Chicago loved collecting creepy toys for his TikTok channel. In February 2025, he ordered a Labubu doll rumored to be haunted one that appeared in several Reddit threads about toys that move on their own. It looked innocent enough when it arrived, but he decided to make a short haunted unboxing video anyway. He placed the doll on his desk, set up the camera, and filmed himself joking about how cursed it looked. That night, he edited the clip and noticed something odd in the footage. In one frame, as he joked about the doll being alive, its eyes blinked. Thinking it was an editing glitch, he slowed down the footage. Sure enough, both eyes closed and reopened, even though he hadn't moved. The next morning, he uploaded the clip. Within hours, it went viral. Comments flooded in, saying, "It blinked. And look at the shadow behind you." Ethan rewatched the video and noticed something new. The shadow on the wall behind him wasn't his. It was smaller, hunched, and its head tilted upward like the Labubu doll's grin. He deleted the video immediately, but it reappeared on his channel 2 hours later, re-uploaded by an account that didn't exist. The title had changed to "He Set It Free." Ethan stopped sleeping in his room. He stored the doll in a shoebox and taped it shut. But one morning he found the box empty and his phone recording by itself. The video showed the doll standing in his doorway, head twitching. The file name on his phone was Smile Move. He turned off all his devices and left his apartment. But when he returned a few days later, his bedroom walls were covered with childlike drawings, each one of the Labubu doll's smiling face. His landlord later cleared the place and threw out all the items, but the doll was never found. Ethan's channel remains online today, inactive for months. The last pinned comment under his haunted unboxing video reads, "He's still smiling."